So I just came up with a new idea for the channel. As some of you know, I'm actually an artist, and I have worked for people in the past, but I've never used this artist side of me to do stuff for myself. So I said that's gonna change today. I'm going to start a drawing series where I just draw random ideas that sprout from my head in the style of the one who inspired me for the most part, Popcross Studios. I will link his channel in the description because I really recommend watching him because he's really cool. He's really cool. He actually congratulated me on how far I've gone just with his inspiration. So I said, why not start something similar to what inspired me? And so we're gonna start with today's episode, which is Fate Servants and Pokemon Fusions. It was an idea that sprouted from me suddenly, and I just went with it. Let's see the first Pokemon Servant Fusion. I hope you'll like it. So this first idea is something I come up with myself. Of course, I'm also gonna draw ideas you guys come up with, and also ideas my friends come up with, if they come up with ideas. So I have drawn what I always thought would be a perfect pair between a servant and a Pokemon. It is Frostlass and Anastasia. Now, looking back on the drawing, as I'm recording my voice right now, I'll try to explain what I'm doing. In here, I actually used the icicles on Frostlass's head to resemble Anastasia's little head ornament that she wears around, because I really didn't want to stray that much from the Pokemon's design. It's more like I'm doing some sort of Pokemon regional form that somehow resembles a Fate Servant. I also went and added like razor-like shapes at the end of Frostlass's little arms to resemble Anastasia's clothing. I really enjoyed drawing this one. It was simple, but it was really cool. I turned Frostlass's little hanging body into Anastasia's cape, and I really wanted to still somehow use the stars on Anastasia's cape, and I kept thinking about how to do that when eventually I came up with the idea of turning them into little bits of ice instead, because I thought it'd be on theme with what I did with the Pokemon and everything, and yeah, it turned out pretty well in my opinion. I didn't really come up with a story for this one, like how people usually do it when they do this sort of content. I didn't really come up with a move set or a description for the Pokemon. It's the first episode. I may do it in the future if you guys want me to, because who knows, maybe you guys don't like it like that. Maybe you just want to see the process of the drawing while I speak. So I decided to turn V into a little Snorunt. I didn't really change the design of the Snorunt at all. I just changed the way the Snorunt's little hoodie looks like to resemble, you know, V's hair. I say a lot when I talk, huh? The coloring wasn't that different. I just used Frostlass colors and changed a little bit of the colors to kind of resemble Anastasia's clothing, like her little body over there. The Snorunt, I didn't really change anything for the color scheme. I kept it the same, and I think it was a good thing to do, honestly, because it's just a Snorunt, you know. It kind of adds to this little fusion, or being more on the Pokemon side. Now, you might be wondering what I did with her eye on the right. So, as you know, Anastasia has one of her eyes covered, and I was initially just gonna make, you know, an empty spot with just nothing on it, but it kind of looked too empty. So I decided to give it like a scar on that side of whatever Frostlass is wearing as a head cover. And I also decided to make the scar slightly resemble the way Anastasia's hair looks on that side, which is just straight down. Over here, I actually kind of forgot to shade her eye, which I remembered later. Don't worry about it. It's gonna happen. I don't really have anything much to say about it. I really like both of the characters. I mean, the character and the Pokemon. I don't know if Pokemon can really be... I mean, yeah, they're kind of sentient. It kind of works out. As I said before, I'm really kind of trying to stick to the Pokemon design and not make it stray too much off of it, because it's kind of different when it comes to combining a character with a Pokemon, because you can easily see what character the Pokemon is when you look at the features on said Pokemon, if you actually know what the character comes from. But it's a bit harder to notice what Pokemon it is if it changes its initial shape and most of its design too drastically. So I don't really want to make it too far from how the Pokemon looks. But I do think I kind of stuck a little too much with the Pokemon in this case. But I don't think it turned out that bad. I actually really like how it turned out. But you guys can obviously state your opinion in the comments, and I'll try to improve. If you guys have any ways for me to improve, and you can just say it down there in the comments. I really like criticism. If I didn't like criticism, I wouldn't just send this video out. So I would appreciate if you guys wouldn't be completely like treating me like a little kid, you know? If you see something that seems off with the drawing, you can say it in the comments. I'll try to improve myself over time. This is an evolution in which I will need you guys in order to evolve. Because that's how an artist works. I can't get better without criticism, and I accept all sorts of criticism as long as it's not overly exaggerated or nitpicky. As long as the point stands and it's not like, you know, more just to be an asshole, I will accept it and I will get better. And I can't wait to see what you guys have to say about my little Anastasia Frostlass combo over here. I'm just gonna let it play it out because it's almost over, and I hope you guys would like the results of this drawing, because it didn't take that long, but I really tried my best to make it work. So let's see the result. Now, this next idea I actually got from someone I know, and at first I didn't really understand until I realized, oh god, they both have a big hat, don't they? So, this one is Miss Crane, and obviously Hatterene, which you can see in the drawing that's being drawn on the screen right now. I actually kind of struggled a little with this one, and I think it's because Hatterene has such a long body, well, body in quotation marks, because that's not her actual body, but we don't talk about that. We don't talk about what's under there. Anyways, the reason I'm saying why that would be the reason for my struggle is because I actually draw using my finger, because I actually don't have any other way to do it at the moment. I'm currently waiting to get a tablet to use for this type of stuff, but until then, I'm just gonna work how I've worked up until now. Anyways, we're deviating from the point, which is Hatterene and Miss Crane. Now, this one was rather easy, and it took me way less than the last one. Probably because Hatterin has a very basic looking design, and there's not much to adapt from it. But I think the final result turned out really well. And I actually think it looks better than the Frostlass Anastasia. Look at that little smug face. Now, I didn't know if I was gonna get the little body inside the hair right, but I think I did a good job on it. The coloring was just like the last one, mostly elements from both. I kind of changed the face markings and the little eye drop over there, the little eye spot, to the color of Miss Crane's eyes, instead of what Hatterin has, which is a pink, changed to a little purple. And I, of course, integrated Miss Crane's hair color into the whole thing by making it one of the color shades of the whole body. And I actually try to make it blend in with the rest of the body, considering that's how Hatterin works. And it didn't really turn out how I imagined it would have, but I actually think it's all okay. Now, I actually did speed up this drawing more than the last one, because I kind of thought that the last one was sped up a little too slow, but I already recorded the voice for the last one, and if I sped it up more, it wouldn't be on par with the drawing, and so I had to leave it like that. But I hope this one's better now that it's a little bit faster, not as boring, you know, you don't have to sit through that much. We're already at the shading, as you can see here. Now, I obviously used my way of shading, which is kind of stupid in a way, honestly. The whole using black through opacity. There's many people who do this, but yeah, I used to prefer using actual colors for it, but it just sometimes takes long. And I kind of want to do these fast because I'm in my final year and I have a lot of stuff to do, and I'm sorry for that quality, little quality drop, yeah, I'm really sorry for it. I'm doing these during my final year, and this video is actually taking quite some days to be put together because of that, so yeah. But it's all of it is actually looking way better than I expected it to look like. I didn't really expect much of what I could achieve doing little drawing videos. So I actually used the colors for this part, and the reason for that is I actually really like choosing the colors for metal shading myself, because metal shading is a bit different in my opinion, and I like to see these little bits on her as gold. Over here I also decided to choose light blue for the lower side of the dress, because there's nothing brighter than white, so usually when that's the case, I just resort to blue, because it looks nicer than just shadowing it with gray. Honestly, just keep looking at the process because it's near over, and please tell me in the comments what you think about the final result, because I'm really proud about this one. Not in a very proud manner, like, oh my god, this is the best thing I've ever done in my life, because it isn't, but more like, I didn't think it would actually turn out this good. So honestly, a really nice pair. I gotta thank my girlfriend for giving me this idea, because I wouldn't have thought of it myself. So thank you. And always remember, for anyone in the comments who's watching this, you can state any ideas you get down in the comment section below. Even if I may not know what your ideas are from, I will research it for you. Now, let's look at the final result. Now, this next one was actually no one's idea. So it was completely randomly generated by two different generators, one for Fate servants and one for Pokemon. And apparently it gave me Mashu and Metang, or however you pronounce it, because it's kind of weird. Metang? 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 Anyways, honestly, a weird pair nobody would ever think of, that weirdly also kinda works out. I don't know if you realized it, but the video itself is actually sped up way much than the last two. It isn't because I changed my mind, but actually because its left arm got so complicated at one point that it took me about 33 minutes to just do the outlines, and I didn't want to take you guys' time that much. And so I decided to speed up only the process of the lining. The coloring and the shading is still the same as the last one. Anyways, I decided to make the arms shields because I just thought it would work out well, and it did. It actually worked out really good, and honestly, this is my favorite drawing out of the three, 100%. Obviously, the shields themselves aren't the full design of the actual shield that Mashu carries around. They're like a little chibi-fied version of it in a way, but also I kind of try to make it seem like it would be part of this Metang. Metang. I'm just gonna give up. I'm not gonna say it again. I kept his little claws because they look kind of cute for some reason. Anyways, that's all I can say about the lining. It took me like loads of time for like just because of the arms, but honestly, they turned out really good. So I think it was worth it. I think it was really worth it. Now, here comes the difference. The difference from the other two is that when it comes to the coloring, I took nothing from the Pokemon. Like, okay, if you don't count the spikes, because obviously they're gonna be white, everything else on the Pokemon is entirely taken from Mashu. I decided to make half of the head be the way you can see it right now, and actually, drawing this made me realize all three of the servants chosen for this episode have one of their eyes covered, which was not planned at all, and it's kind of cool that it turned out this way. The shading itself was probably the easiest part of this, like even easier than choosing the colors, because I had to think about it for a bit. It is, the process of it was no different than the others. I know in the last one I said I like choosing colors for the metal, but honestly, I kind of felt tired during it, and I just did it like the two before it. But I don't think it degraded the drawing in any way. It still looked really cool in my vision. I don't know about yours. Again, you can say your opinion in the comments. I don't mind. Shit on it if you want to. Now, I really don't have anything else to say about this Mashu Metang over here. Metang. I keep trying again. It turned out well. I really like the way it looks. I think it looks really cool. So I think this is the first drawing. I'm just gonna stop talking before it actually fully finishes, and you can just watch the process of it with the music. So just look at it. Just look. Alright, now that it's almost over, I think I should say the thing, like, let's just see the final result of it all, huh? Let's see how it looks. I'll be honest, I really had so much fun doing this. I really enjoy drawing, and I've been wanting to do videos like this for years now, and I've never really tried at it before. And I really hope this turns out alright for, I don't know, my channel, maybe. Maybe it'll be how I pop off, or it'll just be another forgotten video of mine. Who knows? Either way, I really had fun, and even if it doesn't blow up, I'm really proud of it, because it is kind of like my first step to becoming an open artist, to showing the world that I can draw things. And once again, I'm going to tell you now at the end of the video, if you have any ideas for anything you want, any type of fusion idea, any type of character idea, mostly characters, I only do characters. Pokemon work, animals work, monsters work. Keep it as a living being, because I suck at backgrounds and stuff like that. But when it comes to characters, I'm honestly decently good. I'm gonna say decently good. I don't want to overpraise myself over here. Anyways, if you have any ideas, once again, state them in the comments. It doesn't matter if you think I may not know what the series you're talking about is, because I will search it if I see it in the comments and I see an idea that seems really cool. I will search the series in the idea you say, if I never heard of it before, and I will try my best to learn anything from it in order to make the video good. So once again, feel free to give me anything you think of, because honestly, I can't wait to see what you guys think of, and I can't wait to give life to whatever you want to see. So yeah, if you liked the video, just give it a like, just do it. And if you feel like subscribing, go right away. If you don't, it's okay, it's fine. I'm used to being dead. I'm used to it. It doesn't matter. Do whatever you want, but I would really appreciate it if you'd subscribe and like the video, because it just make me feel happy about it, I guess. Anyways, I hope to see you guys in the next one, and I hope the next one has some ideas from you, and not only from me and my group of friends. Who knows? Maybe I find someone new in the comments this time. I would be so glad if that happened. I'll see you in the next one.